Some more bad news for Huawei. RIP Kirin chips. The Kirin chips were the in-house SoC for Huawei. It's their version of Qualcomm, Snapdragon, MediaTek, whatever. And they actually had some nice performing stuff over the years. But the problem is, the problem is well known. The problem is the restrictions in how they can interact with other companies. Because you're going to need somebody like, TSMC in Taiwan. You're going to need to have a little interaction with them. You want to bring out your Kirin stuff. And TSMC, based in Taiwan, has agreed to a certain type of behavior around the U.S. restrictions on how it can deal with companies like Huawei, and it can no longer supply them with the stuff that they need to uphold these Kirin chips. Now, the Kirin chips are part of their own subsidiary called High Silicon, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're no longer going to exist. It's not the end of High Silicon. It just means that the Kirin sub brand or the Kirin version of the thing is no longer going to exist, and instead you may have to partner up with somebody like the rumor here is MediaTek. And you have to work with them on upcoming phones. But the problem is the MediaTek stuff was never, at least over the years, has never been to that same standard. Can that change? I hear MediaTek's making some progress recently. That's the word on the street. So maybe it can get to that level at some point. But for the time being, is certainly a knock to Huawei. And it's coming at a weird time because Huawei actually had good numbers last quarter. China was on the rebound, pandemic rebound first, pushing Huawei into the number 2. Was it number 2 smartphone maker? Or was it number 1?
I think
it was number 1.
Beat Samsung.
They beat Samsung. They were having a time shipping the old stuff. Now, this doesn't go into effect immediately. There's stuff in the pipeline. Actually, I believe Huawei was about to show off some of their best stuff ever. Mate 40. Oh no, Mate 40 is to be powered by the Kirin 1020. You see this?
Oh.
Huawei has conceded defeat and said that Kirin chips just can't be manufactured any longer. Chang Dong has termed this as a huge loss for the company, and understandably so. TSMC will ship all previous orders of the Kirin 1020. That's the chip that will likely power the upcoming Mate 40. That chip is based on a 5-nanometer process, the same manufacturing method used for the Qualcomm Snapdragon 875G. You see what I'm saying? This is a big loss for them, Will. That's what put it on that same level. That's what put it on the Snapdragon level. It's coming the same process. Now you got to go reach out to MediaTek and say, what can we do here? The 1020 was supposed to boast a 50% performance gain over the Kirin 990, powering the Mate 30. So huge performance improvement, but it'll be the last ever. And so it's a shame for them. I don't know what they're going to be able to figure out. Or maybe the world landscape changes and all of a sudden they call up TSMC and they say, we're back.
Right.
We want to buy some more stuff. Let's get it done.